So we've got the table out again, and we've got another product category here. You guys seem to enjoy these videos. We get a lot of engagement and a lot of product ideas off the back of these. So what we've got today is microfiber washers.
Yeah, so this is quite an interesting topic to talk about, and it's definitely not sexy. Like, talking about microfiber washers is not something that's going to hit real hard.
We're talking about doing the laundry.
Yeah, we're talking about doing the laundry, and so, people want to know about the greatest shampoo. People want to talk about the greatest spray sealant or the new coating, but no one really talks about microfiber washers, and because it's not that cool. But let me tell you, it's probably the product that if you're a professional detailer that you're going to use the most of.
Oh, it's pretty important because your microfiber towels are a huge investment. If you think about like what we've got in our cupboard, we've probably got $1,000 worth of towels in there, and unless you want to be replacing them every 6 to 12 months, you need a good microfiber wash.
Yeah, and so, I mean, if you're using like, you're using like sealants or really a drying aid that's got a lot of protection in it, then you are going to load up your microfiber towels really quickly. And that's where probably you're going to see the highest failure rate of your towels is in the drying, is your drying towel. And so you really do need a good microfiber wash. Now, a good microfiber wash basically should be able to restore the microfiber properties back. It should be able to get good longevity out of your microfiber towel, and you basically want to be able to remove stains, and you want it to be clean, ready, so that it can then maybe dry and absorb more water time and time again. There will get to a point where your microfiber will start to fail. It'll start to have, the fibers will start to pull, or you might get lint from your dryer or something like that, or it will stop being absorbent. And so that's probably the time where you're at the limit of your microfiber wash cleaning chemical, and it's time to get a new towel. But so first of all, I recommend that you do use a really good microfiber wash. You wash them regularly, and you probably don't want to be putting these in the dryer, because I think dryer is where you're going to put lint onto your microfiber towels.
Yeah, see, I enjoy using the dryer, but you're right about the lint. I think if you're going to use the dryer, it's low heat. Clean the lint filter really, really well before you actually go and pop them in there. Don't do it off the back of, washing some towels without cleaning the lint filter out. I think you hang dry a lot of towels.
Yeah.
I strictly will only dry them.
And because where you're going to see lint is probably on the two most common towels, is on your glass towel and on your drying aid towel. Yeah. You're going to see those linty fibers. They usually come across the glass, and they're really hard to buff off and remove. So if you can and I would probably, if you're going to be someone who wants to do bulk washing, I would probably, the one towel I would separate from everything else would be my glass towel. Yes. Because the glass towel is the towel that's going to be the most finicky. Cleaning glass, I think, is the most finicky. And so if you've got a towel that hasn't been washed with any lint towels, that stays away from all these other high drying aids and sealants and stuff like that, keep your glass towel separate, I think will help with your glass cleaning. But anyway, you need a good microfiber wash.
You do, and we've tried a bunch over the last few years. It's a really hard one to test as well, because it can be a very subjective rather than scientific thing for us. I think the way the detailing world has moved in the last few years is you've got a lot of SiO2 based products, and those are what really load up your towels, especially if you use it on the vehicle. You've got that spray sealant potentially in it, and you don't wash it immediately. You might leave it for a week, 2 weeks before you go and actually wash it. It's really important that the microfiber product you're using has the ability to extract that from the towel. Otherwise, you can end up with towels that you cannot use to dry anything. Now, we've got this ordered. We got this lined up in an order here, haven't we?
It's in some sort of order. So what's really important for us to buy detailing products is, one, we have to be able to get it. So we have to be, and because we run a detailing shop, we have to be able to buy a large volume of the product, and so we want it to be able to get it in a gallon. We want to be able to buy it pretty easily. We don't want to spend a lot of money on shipping and have a lot of wait times, because when we need this, we need it. This is like a necessity-based product.
Product you've got to be able to buy in a gallon.
And so this kind of has some weight on the way that we think about this. But the microfiber product also needs to be able to clean the microfiber and basically remove the chemical that's in the microfiber out. And, a scent is part of it, but it doesn't necessarily need to have a scent, because you're not really smelling the towel.
Well, just like all the other videos. But that's the
category here I've got in front of me.
Yeah. So you've got how well does it clean? Does it restore and declog the microfiber? What's the smell? Can we get it in a gallon?
And some of these products we bought a very long time ago, and I've sort of lost about how I feel about these. But one of the you want to talk about that, but one of the very first...
Oh, Micro Restore.
Was Micro Restore. Now, interesting story about Micro Restore is that it was created by the brand called Autofiber. Now, you've seen Autofiber around because Autofiber is a company that makes microfiber towels. The story around Autofiber is quite interesting. He's kind of like the guy who does all the crazy inventions and invents new stuff for the detailing world. He finds a product, makes it better so that it solves problems. And so Autofiber created this microfiber wash because he was selling microfiber to platforms like AutoGeek.
Yep.
And the online stores like that. And so AutoGeek said, hey, you're selling us all these microfibers, but what I need is a product that's going to clean the microfiber material or the microfiber towels. And so the guy from Autofiber, I don't know the name of him unfortunately, but the guy from Autofiber created Micro Restore, and from what I understand, that was one of the first cleaning products for microfiber towels put onto the market. And at the back there it's got Autofiber on it, but this is Micro Restore and was sold to the market for that purpose.
What I liked about this is the first product that we bought that had this type of bottle design. Now obviously we've got another one sitting here, but just squeezable. We can fill the 1 ounce, you know, in the top here. Do that twice for a big load of microfiber towels, dump it in. There's no second measuring cup yet to pull out. We used this product for quite a while. I don't think we got to the point of buying a gallon, but we definitely went through a few of these here. You can get this in a gallon though, which is one of the important things on your list.
And we couldn't buy it close enough to New Zealand. Like it's a US based product, so it is quite hard to buy. It's hefty to buy and it's not exciting to then spend a lot of money on, right?
I think one of the things that we struggled with this product as well is that this is an older product, so it probably wasn't designed with a lot of the SiO2 products in mind, and we found that it didn't do a great job at unclogging some of those towels we use products like Amplify or Beadmaker on.
And that's kind of the same story with the Geon and the Chemical guys. These were just stuff that I could buy locally, but they're also not that exciting.
No. Chemical guys, this is available from all the big box stores. Microfiber wash. You probably bought that because you're in a pinch. We might have been out of other products. That's the only way I can see you buying.
So the chemical, product. So this one here has got no smell to it.
No,
basically just a detergent smell.
Yep.
This had a citrus smell, and that was kind of like a fresh linen smell. The Geon.
This one here, I think the smell's probably long gone in here now, isn't it? Yeah, long gone.
And then what kind of happened is we sort of went from this area and we went to sort of. Did we come to here?
No. We went from here to here. P&S teamed up with the rag company and came up with this product here, which was Rags to Riches collaboration. And again, used the bottle design we like. So, we just went from here to here. The issue with this product is we really enjoy using it, but to get access to this product in New Zealand, it was so expensive. Yep. Ridiculously expensive. It's available in this size here and also a gallon, so we could get it, but a gallon was running us close to, I can't even remember, I think it was 170 New Zealand dollars for the gallon.
It's really expensive.
Yeah.
So I went onto the Detail Store website last night to have a look. That a gallon of that is over $100 Australian, okay. Plus we would have to then ship a gallon.
So we're probably in that same vicinity again, maybe 70, 80 US dollars to get a gallon of this landed here.
And so what happens is you're kind of in this strange argument. It's like, well, do I spend a lot of money on a microfiber wash that I'm going to use all the time to try and help extend the longevity of my microfiber towel? Or am I best to use a microfiber wash that's cheaper, that isn't going to give me a huge amount of longevity and spend more money on refreshing my microfiber all the time? And so that's kind of where we are. It's like, what is the benefit and what's the trade-off here? And so because it was really expensive, we liked how that performed. We tried the CarPro microfiber.
We did. This was the most economical product for us to buy. So this is MFX, which is actually advertised as a microfiber and polishing pad detergent, available from CarPro. 500 ml, 1 litre, which we've got here, and we've been buying this in gallons recently because it's affordable. I think a gallon of this is running us about 60 New Zealand dollars, and it's available locally. Someone's doing that hard work for us and importing it. So we've gone through 2 gallons
yep.
plus the litre of this. So we're a good 10 litres into that product there, and that's what we've been mainly using for the last couple of years.
And so it isn't the best microfiber wash.
No.
I feel like it does an okay job of cleaning the microfiber towels. When the microfiber towels are coming to the end of their life, the towel will fill up with an SiO2 based product, and then the towel is no good. So it does an okay at cleaning, but it is really cost effective, and when we were using a lot of it, it kind of makes sense. So we're kind of in that, well, we have been in that period where we've been decided that we'll use a cheaper microfiber wash, and we will spend more money on microfiber towels in the long run.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much where we've landed, and hence why we've gone through multiple gallons of it. But then these products here landed more recently.
So Detail Co. Resonance, and we've got Greer's Garage microfiber cleaner, pad cleaner.
Yeah, what's the scent of this one?
That smells like ginger beer.
It does. So, of all of these products, this probably has the most scent to it. Everything else is
well,
quite
the Rags to
neutral.
Riches does has quite a nice scent too.
It does. The Rags to Riches is like a blue liquid as well when you've got these bottles full. So you've been using this one.
I've used both of those, and this is the most recent experience I've had. So I used a product that was like an interior protection type product on all my interior towels, and I was doing quite a lot of testing with it. And that interior protectant basically clogged my interior towels. I have 8 interior towels, I think clogged every single one of them. And how I know that that happened is because when I washed them and then I put water on them, and the water basically wouldn't be absorbed into the microfiber.
It almost runs off your towel, doesn't it?
Right off. And so I was like, well, this is a perfect example for me to test. These towels are basically loaded, they're at the end of their life, but let me try both of these products. Now, I used it with this product here, Detail Co Resonance. I think it's called Resonance.
Renaissance? Renaissance?
Yeah, and so that did an okay job at restoring some of the microfiber. Now, all these towels are the same. I mean, it reduced it a little bit, and I got a little bit of hydrophobics back.
It's interesting. A lot of these products are saying that immediately soak your sealant and coating towels in the product.
Yeah.
Which I think for longevity is really important.
But then, so you're going to do 2 or 3 ounces with a pre-soak.
Yep.
Then you're going to put 2 or 3 ounces in your washing machine.
Well, 2 or 3 ounces? This is 2 ounces.
So you are going to blow through a lot of this microfiber wash if you use it the way that they should. Like half the bottle's done in one wash.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of the microfiber would restore a little bit after a couple of washes, and so I guess you could say that does an okay job. Is that part of the fact that the towel was so far gone that I couldn't get it back, or was it that this needed more washes to continue? I don't know.
That made your towels very, very soft.
Yeah.
Your interior towels felt like so soft. They're like, I know my ones had a bit of rigidity to them when we were using this product here. That was like,
because I think along with that interior protection and with that, we were on some pathway of some weird stuff happening with the towel. But it did restore it a little bit. So I then took those same towels and I put it with this stuff.
Okay. So this is
that has restored most of the microfiber back again.
This has no scent to it.
No scent. And I managed to pull everything back out. So this did an okay job. Did this finish it off? Did that do a better job? I don't know. But both these products have done a sort of similar job at restoring my microfiber to some degree. I mean, the problem is that this product does for what I believe is a superior job. We have used this product with SiO2 with all of our drying aids, and it does a really good job of pulling all that stuff out of the towel, and I think you get better longevity using this product. The downside is it's just super expensive for us to get. But if you're in the US, then that would be my recommendation to you. Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I need to spend a bit more time with these 2 products here. This is a great economical option.
That is a baseline.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to buy something and you just want to start somewhere, then that's baseline. It does an okay job, but I think you can do better.
Yeah, with these ones here. I mean, if I was repurchasing today and I look at the product lineup we've got here, I immediately rule out the chemical guys. The Geon's going as well. That's not even available in a gallon in New Zealand. I'm not sure if Geon make that in a gallon. Micro Restore, I think the industry just moved a bit on from there, and you do need some of the properties like what you've got on the Rags to Riches to remove the...
Well, the Rags to Riches was exactly designed around moving SiO2 out of direct.
It was.
And so, yeah, I mean, that's perfect. So, yeah, carry on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that this is obviously a newer product from Detail Co. I'm not too sure about the Griot's formula. I wonder if this is a slightly older formula as well. And I'm really interested to see just how this is going to go at removing SiO2. I think the test for me moving forward will be getting my drying aid, so my ADS Amplify on a few towels, washing with this, and then washing with that, all separately to see what the towels feel like.
It's quite funny. They talk about this being a highly concentrated product here, but it still requires you to use 1 to 2 ounces per wash.
Yeah, but that's interesting because the Griot's one here is telling you to use 2 to 4 ounces per load, but for larger loads, 4 to 6 ounces.
And
so you're using a lot
saying
more.
2 ounces there on average.
Yeah, so mileage-wise, this is quite an expensive product, but you're potentially using less of this as well. I think the Omni Garage choice right now, money no object if you're out there, would be the economical option, the best option.
Yeah, or use something that's going to do an okay job, but remember that your towels are definitely something that's sort of not necessarily a disposable, but you need to factor that into your costing of your detailing process. It's like, my towels aren't going to last forever, and I think if you can change your towels out more frequently, then you will be happier longer down the road.
Yeah, and if you're using a really stout product, I'm thinking of like the Detail Co ceramic spray sealant, pre-soak. As soon as you finish using those towels, get them in a bucket if you're not ready to wash immediately.
Or my other advice is that if you are using a ceramic spray sealant, you know that you're going to get 3, 6 months, maybe 9 months out of that. So you buy a bunch of towels and you treat that like a coating. So you buy a few drying towels, you use that, you put it on, and you bin those towels.
And you bin them to like a rags to riches,
and then
ultra rip and rag.
Yeah, and then for your weekly maintenance, you're using just a detail spray that's not going to clog your towels, and you use those every time, every week, and then 6 months down the line, you buy another bunch of microfiber and you do that once, and that would sort of eliminate your drying towels from clogging. That's how you'd probably look at that.
Yeah. So, I mean, of all the categories, we've probably had the least variety in this one here. What have we got? We've got 7 up on the table. I don't think there's any that we're missing here, but there are other options in the market out there that we definitely haven't tried. So if you think that there is something better than what we've talked about here, drop it in the comments and we'll look to pick it up and give it a go in a future video.
But that's it from Omni Garage. These videos tend to do really well, so like, subscribe, but also write comments about your favorite microfiber wash, how you clean your microfiber, because we learn quite a lot from the comments. And so put your thoughts down there and we'll reply back to you. But that's it. Thanks for watching and catch you on the next one.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for tuning in.